Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Restoration Rescue. So in this week's video, we're going to continue working on the C10. Now this video will be post C10 Nationals, but it should be before C10 Fall Revival in North Carolina, which we've decided we're going to go to that as well. So if you go to that show, we hope to see you there as well. But that's coming up in the middle of October. So this video should be coming out the week after C10 National. So last week's video would have come out on C10 Nationals. This week's video is going to be 1 week after, so the week before C10 Revival. So we have a lot of work left to do. We are going to continue working on these things in between the shows and have a lot of fun doing it. So off camera, we got the front radiation point support primed out on the front side, so we got to flip that over, do that. We also have to finish buffing and polishing the rear. We did find one small spot where we burned through the clear, which we already have taken care of in the back on the cab. So we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of things to do to get ready for this show. We are very excited to get there. We are going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, probably afternoon Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and leave and come home Sunday. So if you are down there, please come by and stop and say hello. And if this is your first video after subscribing at C10 Nashville, welcome to the channel. So also, if you're new altogether, make sure you subscribe. I don't know why you haven't already, because we're awesome here at Restoration Rescue. So we're going to head into the backyard. We are going to start cutting and buffing and sanding all those panels that we cleared the last week. So let's go to the back. So here we are at the back of the cab. You can see the cab came out pretty incredible. We're very happy with how good it looks. It is not mirror finish like it was when the paint went on above the clear. But it still looks great. It does have some shine. Obviously, there's some spots that didn't go on as thick in the paint that I didn't see when we were going through it, but it is what it is. This is my first ever paint job on a vehicle, so I am actually really pumped in how it came out. So we have a lot of work left to do though. So what we're going to do today is we are going to come in here and start sanding down all these panels here. So we have the two inner fender liners, we have the two fenders, we have some parts that go on the front end that we need to get scuffed up and get ready for a polish. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some 600, then work on some 800, 1000, 1500, 2000, and 3000 grit sandpaper and wet sand these things down to get it ready for its 3 levels of buffing. So let's see if I can find this. And so we have 3 levels that we're going to do. We're first going to do a fine cut cleaner, a Meguiar's, then we're going to do a swirl remover, and then we have Meguiar's Show Car Glaze, which is a small and it's going to get rid of really fine scratches. So I don't see any scratches on the panels. They just don't look as bright as I'd hoped, but they still look really good, so I'm not that upset. So like I said, what we're going to do now is we're going to grab one of these fenders. We're going to start sanding it up, getting this thing ready for its buff. All right, so we have gotten everything out back, ready to go on the truck. Now we have the radiator support and the back of the front grill support to go in and needs to get primer. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay down a couple coats of primer on this. The other side's already done. That side's already done as well. So we don't have much left to get through primer, at least for the front. The other door, I think I'm just going to go with it as the old one. Let's go down there. But let's go ahead and get this thing sprayed so that we can start getting this thing ready for paint. So we've done quite a bit of priming, and we have the grill support done, we have the radiator support done, and we have a couple other pieces ready. So we have a lot of painting to do today, and that's what we're going to be focused on. But first we have to wet sand. Now, we have a couple panels that will not be joining us in color down in Nashville. Now the doors, they are not ready. The doors still need a lot of work. So I need one that I just need to pretty much paint and clear and buff, but that's not going down in that color. We still got to take the window out, and we still have to do the whole interior of the door. So I'm not going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put the door handles in and be able to latch them closed. But what we need to do right now is get these panels scuffed. So we need to get our 600 grit sandpaper out, and we need to start wet sanding the primer so it can accept the paint. So let's go ahead, hop in, and start sanding away. So everything is scuffed up, ready to go after it's wet sand. It's been cleaned and ready for paint. So now we got a gun full of paint. Let's go paint. So everything is completed in clear. Now there are some spots that we messed up on the hood, so we won't talk about that. That'll get fixed when we get back from Nashville. But now what we need to do is we need to start getting this thing back together and put all these panels up on the front of the truck so that we can start getting this thing together so we can get it ready for its trip. So let's go ahead, put the radiator support, start putting fenders, inner fender liners, and get this hood on so we can start getting ready for Nashville. So as you can see, the truck is on the trailer. Unfortunately, we had some recording issues where we didn't get us putting the whole front end together. It is together, so let's hop up to the front of the truck and check out everything on the truck. So as you can see, this whole thing is together. We have some issues that we're going to have to take care of when we get back. But we have done a lot to get to this point. It has been 3 years and a couple weeks, and it is an absolute blast to have it in this process where we can take it somewhere and show it off. Now, if you come down and see us, it's not going to be perfect, and this truck is never meant to be perfect. This truck is a fruit of my labor. I have been working my butt off, learning every week on what we are doing. I never in my life thought I would paint a truck. I never in my life thought I would build a motor. I never thought I would rebuild a transmission or anything of that nature. So here we are, almost 3 years and 2 months later, and here we are taking it to our first show. When I pulled it in the driveway 3 years and a couple months ago, I never thought we would be at this point and be able to get to it. I thought at some point there'd be a lot more failure and something I couldn't do and I'd have to pay somebody to do it, but we have not. Everything on this truck is me and Tim and you guys as well, because you guys have been here from the beginning. But we'll see you guys hopefully in Nashville. If we don't see you in Nashville, I hope we see you guys this Saturday when you're watching our videos, and we are headed down to C10 Fall Revival. Now, this video will come out the Saturday we are there. So hopefully you guys will see us there, and you'll be checking out this video. So we'll see you guys next Saturday when we continue working on fixing some of the issues that we had before Nashville. So let's go ahead and we're going to wrap right here, and we'll see you guys next Saturday.